every religion also has its belief that the body has a spirit. And our God, our co-creator, created our spirit. And we biologically created our physical beings, but our spirit was created by our God. And so, if God has to sit there and create so many souls every day, kids are born every second. That's a constant have to be creating souls. Do you think he has time to traffic people coming in? And also, how long have humans been on this earth? Is there infinite amount of room in heaven? I don't think so. And also, more people are dying, or more people are coming to life than they are dying. So God has to create more and more souls. So don't you think it would be easier for him to just recycle the souls and sit there and create the new ones that keep coming, since we're kind of populating faster than we can die off? Reincarnation. There's no promised afterlife. When you die, you wake up seeing your new mother. God doesn't, if there is a God, he doesn't have time for that. If he has to create so many souls. If a soul dies and it can't go fill up a new body, if it has to go straight to heaven, then that's like a whole nother soul that God has to create on earth. And it's just more balanced if our souls are reincarnated. That's why we have these visions, dreams, anything of past lives. People get those all the time. And that's what I would say to the world. If I could throw out any random conspiracy, I would say we were thrown onto this solar system, onto this planet that supports life. We were put here, and we were embedded a story by the people who put us here. They embedded a story into them, and basically they put us here, left, and keep watch over us to see how long it takes us to advance into intergalactic travel. Because maybe we're a new species that they've invented because there's so much of an advanced race that's just out there in the universe that they can travel in split seconds. They found out warp technology. They can travel through black holes, and they put us here as an experiment to see how long it would take our species to reach the point of where we can do intergalactic travel. And if we don't reach that point with probably in a certain amount of time, then maybe we're useless, and then they just completely leave us alone to our own destruction. I don't know. That is one conspiracy I have. Be an experiment. Our whole species could just be an experiment by someone else in this universe who put us here to see how we do. See if we're worthy of intergalactic conference or trade, whatever. To be honest, I have a lot of theories. Some of them might be conspiracy, but I don't know. I think, honestly, the meaning of a single person's life is the meaning of a single person's life is to accept. The meaning of a single person's life, you, me, anyone, is just to accept. The meaning of all life, I think, I don't know. we could just be one big experiment. No one knows. There is no really true meaning. We're just evolution. That's my guess. And that one's easy. Because basically, it's just a factor. Where there's light, there's always going to be a shadow. If there's a winner, there's always going to be a loser. If someone wants revenge, that other person is going to want revenge back. There is no, okay, we're even. There never is, okay, we're even. Just where there's always a winner, there's a loser. That's why there's no peace. Because there are winners. I think people do drugs and alcohol, play video games because they take the meaning life is too short to too far of an extent. And we always try to escape reality because we don't like it. It's obvious. It's hard. And especially when we don't have it going easy, we escape it the most. Then it's kind of hard to just jump in. To be honest, I think it should be illegal. I don't think it should be legal. Because if it's legal, then the government is taxing it, and then people aren't going to be as interested in it. Because what really, really interests people is prohibition. Like, in the very, very beginning, the first prohibition, I don't know if you know this, but the first prohibition was between Adam and Eve, and it was the apple of Eden. And that prohibition tempted them so much, it made them want to do that more than any other thing. Like, they didn't want to climb a tree, they didn't want to ride a horse, because it wasn't a prohibition. The prohibition was, don't eat the apple off the tree of Eden. And that's what they wanted to do, and they did it. So, if it's legal, do you think people are going to want to smoke it? And if it's legal, do you think all the illegal traders and all the illegal pot sellers are going to have a job anymore? What do you think they're going to switch to? They're probably going to switch to something heavier where they can keep making money because they can't get a legal job. So there's going to be way more coke, way more heroin, way more meth if weed is legal. So I think it should stay illegal. Otherwise, we're going to have less pot smokers and more coke and bad people. With it illegal, there's more stoners. The prohibition is needed. To be honest, I think that was a really bad idea. Because America, for some reason, we used to, way back in the day, in our golden age, we welcomed immigration. We welcomed everyone who came and migrated into the States. The Statue of Liberty was there, built there to like welcome immigrants. But now we don't really welcome immigrants anymore. And I think the whole pot being legal in Colorado and Washington and all that is probably going to get known all around the world, and it's going to be like an Amsterdam situation, and people all around the world are going to want to come to Colorado and shit. And it's just going to be a huge immigration problem. I don't pity poverty, but I do respect it a lot. I won't sit there and walk up to someone who's living in poverty and be like, oh, here you go, here's this, here's that. I'll come up and then I'll show them like as much love as I can, but like it's just so much respect towards people who have to work just to survive, and they weren't given things like, I don't know, some people, when you're a baby, you crawl and then you learn to walk. Some people fall right back down and start crawling, and other people, they have parents to push them and get them running. And I respect the people that fall down crawling because they have to try to get on their feet. And that's what I think about poverty. I'd say people must understand true pain in order to be kind to one another. That is human nature.